is Martin K, and today is another episode of News on the Spectrum. That's right. My weekend was nice. This week, I actually came in fourth in a pub quiz. 2 weeks ago, I was winning. Therefore, I kind of start losing people. That's right. The questions were too hard. All right, the questions were too hard. Like for instance, what kind of picture is that? And since I do not take any pictures, I didn't know. That's right. I do have an Instagram, but I don't have any pictures. What a funny paradox, isn't it? That's right. So today episode gonna be about Venezuela. That's right. What do I know about Venezuela? Hmm. Venezuela is a country in South America, and the capital is Caracas. You guys have some craziest inflation, like 1,000% or something. What else? There was some political shit, like the Trump wanted to invade or threatened to invade, something like this. Which is kind of stupid because why you would invade another country? What else do I know about Venezuela? You guys are famous for most Miss Universe winners, something like this. And you're like the world capital for the plastic surgery for some reason. I don't, in general, I do not care about plastic surgery. Just people should be happy with what they have. Uh, okay, so what else? What else do I know about Venezuela? It's a lot of mountains there, I guess. There's economic crisis, and that's about it. That's right. And the main export of Venezuela is gas. That's right. You do have a big oil reserves, from what I know, and there was some subsidies to to gas prices in Venezuela, but it stopped because again economic crisis. The main invention of Venezuela is vuvuzela. Yeah, you know this annoying trumpet they use in South Africa World Cup in 2010. Yeah, and there were people were like blowing vuvuzelas, and vuvuzelas are coming from Venezuela's. He he he. That's right. This is the type of humor I have today. Okay, so let's go with the news. The first news are coming from ODT Central. That's right. A fake doctor allegedly implants lollipop stick under people's skin as a contraceptive. Jesus Christ, what kind of lollipop? Chupa chups? A Venezuelan man was recently arrested for allegedly implanting plastic lollipop sticks under the skin of dozen people and tricking them into thinking that they were advanced contraceptive device. Yes, because they actually are. No, seriously, they are actually are. Because if you're stupid enough to get a lollipop stick sewn under your skin, you probably do not have a lot of sexual partners. Yeah, maybe they should like I don't know use some different kind of lollipops. I don't know. 38-year-old Jose Daniel Lopez stands accused of tricking at least 25 women into paying him to implant simple lollipop stick under the skin as a contraceptive, thus causing some of them to become pregnant. Well, you already have a lollipop for the kid. Lopez, who had no medical qualification, worked in health centers in La Victoria and Maracay, Venezuela, after falsifying his medical degree. Um, well, sounds like that, yeah. He did have some notion of medical procedure as he performed the subdermal implants himself, claiming they were implanon, an actual contraceptive procedure that involves small plastic rolls being implanted under the skin of the upper arm. Oh, so there is a contraceptive technique like that. Uh, According to Mayo Clinic, the real implant procedure refers to contraceptive implants that release a low, steady dose of Jesus Christ, progesterone hormone to be taken, cervical mucus, and thin the lining of the uterus, while also suppressing ovulation. All right, that's a piece of knowledge I didn't have before. These implants take the shape of small plastic rods inserted under the asking of the upper arm, but in Lopez's case, they were nothing more than lollipop sticks. Jesus Christ. Did he eat the lollipop first and then didn't know what to do with the sticks? So he decided to become a doctor? Jesus Christ. Lopez's unbelievable scam first came to light when an actual doctor named Rafael Chirinos took us to social media to warn people about it, claiming that he'd seen mentions of this procedure on WhatsApp from women who had become pregnant and didn't understand why. Because the doctors was fake. That's right. Then you're going to the fake doctor to take your kid. Yeah, I'm seeing many statuses of WhatsApp and of a supposed doctor, a gynecology specialist, who promoted operation to put in place a contraceptive method using implanon. It turned out to be a scam, and what he implanted was a lollipop stick. Okay, so basically, there is a RTG of a lollipop stick in someone's arm, but not gonna lie, it does look like a dick. After researching the work of the doctor, the real doctor advised women who had received what they thought was implanon implant at La Pastilita or Clínica La Trinidad to go to medical checkups as soon as possible. Yes, yes, ladies, do it. Do it as soon as possible. This shit is crazy. Lopez scam eventually viral, and even though he disappeared as soon as things start heating up, he was eventually arrested in area of El Castano in the state of Aragua, where he was hiding from the law. Yeah, he was hiding with the lollipop sticks in his pocket. He has been accused of illegally practicing medicine and falsifying official documents, among other things, and he risks spending many times behind the bars. Oh yeah, he should go to jail for a long time. All right, and another news also coming from Oditi Central. A male inmate escapes prison disguised as a woman. That's right. You know, his name was Joselita. A dangerous Venezuelan criminal recently was he dangerous before or he became dangerous after he turned into woman? That's a question. Criminal recently managed to escape prison by disguising himself as a woman and simply walking out at the end of visiting hours. That's right, Manuel Lorenzo Avila Alvarado. Uh, uh, he should have a shorter name. Anyway, a 25-year-old man imprisoned for homicide and aggravated robbery managed to escape El Libertador prison. El Libertador doesn't mean like a freedom prison. That's a fucking contradictive shit. Hey, you're going to prison, but don't worry, it's a freedom prison, so you will feel as free as possible. You can be so free you can even pretend to be a woman there. Venezuela Carabobo State on March 13, following a conjunctional visit. According to local newspaper El Carabobeno, the incident occurred around 2 in the afternoon at the end of visiting hours. Despite having a dark skin tone, Alvarado managed to trick several prison guards that he was a blonde woman by putting a wig and female clothes. Maybe why not use a black wig? Seriously. Most likely brought in by his girlfriend. Prison security cameras captured the moment when the inmate dressed as a lady casually walked out to the heavily guarded facility by mingling with a group of actual women at the end of visiting hours. Probably some of the guards was like, hey, maybe I should ask her number. Uh, it's unclear how the guards who could have been fooled so easily, which is why four of them are currently being investigated in relation to this incident. Okay, so Avila, oh, thank you for the shorter form of his name. I had recently been transferred to the Tocuito, Tocuito, Tocuito prison from another correctional facility in the state, but managed an impressive escape with the alleged help of his girlfriend, who also wanted as an accomplice. Yes, and his girlfriend left the prison disguised as a man. Despite the best efforts of Venezuela police, both Manuel Lorenzo Avila, exactly, I'm not going to say the whole name, especially, it's too long, and his girlfriend remain at large. Ooh, maybe they should look for a blonde woman in Venezuela then. Interestingly, this is not the first time a male inmate used a female disguise to break out of prison. A couple of years ago, a Paraguayan man nicknamed Gordito Lindo, oh, Gordito, I think that's a fat dude. That's a, yeah. Pull the same stunt, putting on black wig. I see exactly why. What's wrong with fucking black wigs? Makeup and women clothes, and walking out of the door of the prison. His freedom was short-lived, though, as authorities managed to apprehend him in couple of hours. That's right, people. That's right. Watch out. He's still on the loose, or she in that case.
And now is the time for news from Czechoslovakia. Czechoslovakia still doesn't exist.
Okay, lovely people. Now is the time for the second part of the news. We spoke about the inmate who dressed as a woman. We spoke about what else? What was the first news? Ah, yeah, the guy who was fucking implanting lollipop sticks into people. His nickname was Chupa Chups. El Chupa. And now the news gonna be from Cade Cadencer. Cadencer. And I had to translate it because they are in Spanish, people. Therefore, straight from the source. Okay, so Maduro, which is the president of the Venezuela, orders screens to be installed on the streets of Venezuela to show the animated series Super Bigote, in which he appears as a hero who defeats Elon Musk. The networks denounced the propaganda of Chavista regime. President Nicolas Maduro has ordered screens to be installed on the country streets to show the new episode of animated series Super Bigote, which portrays the president as a hero who defeats Elon Musk. Also, this is the dude I saw that on fucking social media when because Venezuelan people were starving and he had like a press conference, and in the middle of the press conference he pull out the empalada. I don't know, for some Spanish treat, empalada, empasita. Anyway, he pulled out the treat from the drawer and ate it on the live news because fuck your countrymen, right? Fucking politicians. The cartoon depicts Musk as a villain trying to control the minds of Venezuelans, while Maduro, using religious symbolism, confront him, and ultimately aided by divine intervention to send the businessman from Mars. This is fucking ridiculous, people. Internet users have ironically pointed out the propaganda being projected in the country. Many users have questioned the priorities of the Maduro government. Yeah, they should, because if you have a cartoon about people about you being a superhero while you're doing a shit job, maybe not so you're not that super, not even a hero, just a fucking asshole. In my opinion, what do I know, right? Which seems more interested. By the way, people, if you're gonna hear the electric sounds, it's my girlfriend trying to fix the coffee machine. That's right, people. We have a modern household. My girlfriend is fixing shit while I'm recording a podcast. That's right, people. Find a goal like that. It's just doing stuff. Anyway, its image through the type of content done addressing the country urgent needs. The animated series was released in 2001. Oh, so in the middle of COVID, the guy sat on his ass and thought to himself, you know what this country needs? A cartoon about me. Yeah, man. Fuck, this is ridiculous bullshit. The animated series was I already read that, to promote the presidential figure. Yeah, fuck, that's great promotion, right? You have no money for the food, but yeah, at least you can see the your president fighting Elon Musk. Maduro announced this week the security forces are continuing to arrest criminals allegedly linked to main opposition coalition. Okay, so now it's extremely political, which basically he's arresting people for existing. That's right, people. So yeah, Venezuelans apparently have their own Dragon Ball with the president in it. And the last part of the news, that's right, it comes from Half Post, which is Huffington Post, I guess. It shows the striking way in which people get off the bus in Venezuela. It's a culture shock. All right. TikTok user Ulises Castillo, known in the social network as fuck it, Sinutra something, has posted a short video how city buses work in Venezuela and how they are required to stop while in transit. Here in Venezuela, buses stop whenever you want them to. There isn't even a button to request a stop. Besides, if you're skilled enough, you can jump off moving bus if you feel like it. Or if you don't feel like it, if you feel depressed, you can also jump off to the bus. The bus where he recorded the video didn't have the door, so he simply told the driver to drop him at a specific point. The bus driver slowed down, and the young man jumped while the bus was moving. Hey man, I don't have time. Just fucking jump. All right, I'm out on the next jump. As you saw, the bus keeps going, and they love it when you jump off the bus because they don't stop. They keep going without having a restart of anything. Well, yeah, that's a great technology, right? 21st century, that's the future. You don't have to stop, just jump. After watching the video, many users have asked how many requests to stop without having anything prearranged. They answered by waving their hand, and they are close, and they will stop and pick you. All right, people. So apparently in Venezuela, in a good matter is to fucking jump out of the bus and then watch a cartoon with some criminal who's dressed as a woman and eat a lollipop, which then later can be used as a contraceptive. All right, people, that was the news from Venezuela. I hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe. And if you have the news from your country, there is an email in the description. All right, people, my name is Martin K. Take care.